finding my way in the art world. So there's going to be a series of books, and each book will have its own soundtrack. So let's see. Yeah, last year, 2025, I came up with this CD that has 12 AI songs on it relating to the different events that take place in book 1. And I made, I think, 100 of these. So I'm considering these songs as AI demos, and I'm going to produce, I guess you say, real songs, or this is a real song, it's just AI, but I will produce songs that have real musicians and singers in them. So right now I'm working on track 3, Prospecting from a Mining Town. And it's because in September of 1966, when my parents were coming out from Indiana to California, they stopped in Eagle Mountain, California. And Eagle Mountain was a town where, out in the middle of the desert, Southern California desert, everybody that lived in the town worked for the Kaiser Steel mine. So there were housing tracts, at least one trailer park with single wide trailers. There were grocery stores, churches. They had their own medical department, and from that it developed into Kaiser Permanente Hospital and all of that. But that's where it started, in Eagle Mountain. So in researching this for the book, I could only come up with one. Let's move this here. So I'm also working on static. I've got the stickers glued to the sides right now. All right, there, that way it won't slide. So in researching this is my layout for the book. So here's the part that has to do with my parents coming to Eagle Mountain in 1966. I was able to find an aerial view of the town from Desert Magazine, June 1966. So I was really excited about that. My parents have no photos whatsoever of their time there, and they were only there for a few weeks. So 3 weeks they were there. So, you know, how do I illustrate this in the book and go beyond just text? Because I want the book to be really exciting and full of pictures and color, unless it's black and white. So I was excited when I found that. Well, last week I was searching on eBay, Eagle Mountain, and I found these photos, and I mean, nobody else would see these as a real find, but these are actual photos from April of 1966. My parents were there in September of 1966. So it allows me to show Eagle Mountain scenes from 1966 as to what it was like, what it looked like down on the ground. So I was just very fortunate to find these and buy them. So they arrived today. I've taken pictures. I've started editing them. So the pictures themselves, I've got to crop them after I take the picture and then make it transparent all the way around. Then put a drop shadow on it through this program. So anyway, that's the Eagle Mountain part of it. So I figure this is probably the extent of what I can find on Eagle Mountain. I did find another picture on eBay. I just hesitated to buy it. I think it's a page out of a magazine. But I do need some material for the music video for this song. Because what's going to happen here is over here, throughout the book, there will be QR codes. There'll be a QR code right here. This is going to have a frame image for whatever video it is. Push play to find your way. Scan to watch Prospecting from a Mining Town. So you will scan the QR code and it will go to the video with the song and whatever material I have visually for it. If there are photos that my parents took or things that relate to that event, that'll be the music video. So now I have some material here. I found someone did an aerial. They took a drone. This is all fenced off, and you're not allowed to go in there right now. But someone took a drone over the top of it, and you can see all of the houses just deteriorating after all of these decades. So I sent a message to him on YouTube, and he's allowed me to use his drone footage with credit at the end. So I'm going to run the drone footage and then have these pictures, you know, coming in like a Ken Burns effect. And then I found this too on eBay. So a patch, Kaiser Steel Safety Award. So that can be used in the music video. This is on a side note, 1972, my parents took us to Colossal Cave in Tucson, Arizona. This is a small photo book from that time period. So I photographed that too. But that has to do with 1972, which is book 2. So let's go back to this idea of the song, Prospecting from a Mining Town. So here's what I have as the AI demo, which is on this CD. So I made 100 of these. I think it was 100. So these are going to be shelved because there's going to be, once it's done, it'll be an LP, and then there'll be a deluxe version of the hardback book with things in the deluxe version box, and one of them will be an LP with the actual songs with real people and real instruments. Here's the AI demo.
Working in the heat now, underneath the desert sun. Driving through Indiana to Eagle Mountain we've come.
Okay, so there's the idea. So I put all the information into the AI UDO, and this is what came out. So some of the lyrics aren't right on, but in the final production, the lyrics will be right on. So the first step is getting the bass. So I have Hector, who's I've worked a lot with. He has come up with the bass line. Let's play a little bit of it. Sounds like the speaker's rattling a little bit. So let's take a look at some of these pictures, maybe a little closer. Look at this guy. This has a note on the back of it. Photo taken on April 10th, 1966. This man was 20 miles out of Indio, California, headed for Blythe, California. 10 to 12 miles made each day. I am Orville from Colorado. Look at this. I am Orville from Colorado. You know, no doubt he is long since deceased, but interesting. He's just got, I guess, 2 burros, and he's pulling a wagon on the side of the road. So, Eagle Mountain Road, houses. This is part of the mountain that they're mining. If you look here, so this is a distance away from the last photo. You can see the mountain here. Yes, these are all the tailings from the mining. But this is in the trailer park. This is a shot that was taken just before or after the previous one in the trailer park. This is from the same person, but it's not. This says on my way to California. That's not got anything to do with Eagle Mountain. So you've got one last photo. So, Eagle Mountain Scenes, April of 1966. So I have material for the music video. I'm working on the final production of the song, starting with the bass. Next, I'm going to need piano. If we listen to this here, we can hear the piano coming in. Yeah.
Working.
So I'll do the order for the piano here within the next couple days.